All right. I'm having a decent hair day. Namaste, everyone. ChristianRLong, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this nope. I take that back. It's not Saturday. It's actually Friday. Almost, wow, it's after 5. Now, how weird is this? It's Friday at 5:19 p.m. Amanda. It's 5:19 p.m. Mountain Time here in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. And it's been cloudy most of all of the day. And now that the sun is setting, it's the brightest and bluest sky ever. So check it out. So you guys see that? It's beautiful, right? Now these are little baby mountains. They're more like foothills. So you got mountains over here, right? There's a lot going on, right? So, Paul, Namaste. What's up, son? My voice still sounds like my body is sick, but my body is not sick. My body is just upgrading. And I'm not saying that as a euphemism. I actually mean my body is upgrading. But having a good hair day, use some great shampoo, some great conditioner, so that's always a plus. But we're heading to the hot springs right now. It's about 8 miles away. And we're in a trusty Subaru four-wheel drive, so we're not going to have any problem. Stacy, Namaste, my very lean yogini from NY. How are you, my dear? Hope you're doing well. So if you've never been to hot springs, Colorado, the state of Colorado has over 30 hot springs. There's actually a book that I stumbled across of someone who has been to all the hot springs in Colorado and then wrote a book about it, which I thought was kind of cool. It's a local person. Dean, Namaste. You're on every day, son, making it happen. Hope you're doing well. And like you have hot springs that are super rustic, that are in the middle of nowhere. Linda, Namaste. And then you have hot springs that are like, what's the word I'm looking for? That are more commercialized. You know, they have bed and breakfasts close by or even built into the hot springs, like Pagosa Hot Springs. Like the entire town is built around the hot springs. If the hot springs weren't there, Pagosa Springs wouldn't even exist as a town, because there's really nothing else outside of that. Ashley, Namaste, what's going on, girl? Haven't seen you on a stream in a hot minute. Hopefully you've been watching the replays from Arizona. And so why is this one of my favorite hot springs? I've been to, I think, 5 or 6 hot springs in Colorado, and Strawberry Hot Springs is one of my favorite. Not Strawberry Fields. This is not a Beatles song. It's a location. So Strawberry Hot Springs is really beautiful because it's really natural setting. Price is reasonable. It's about $15 to get in the door. And then you have one side of the hot springs is super freezing cold water that you're like, I can't feel my legs anymore, even if it's during the summer. And then the other side are different pools at different temperatures. But here's the thing. I've never, ever, ever been to the Strawberry Hot Springs in the wintertime. So I don't know what this experience is going to be like. I don't know what's going to be frozen, what's going to be super hot. But these hot springs are open year-round, and people are still going and making it happen. So obviously they're getting value out of it, so it's still worth the $15. The plan is to stay there for about 2 hours-ish, and then those are hot springs too. So there's a hot springs right over here that's actually part of the hotel, and many moons ago, my girlfriend at the time and I were getting seduced, if you will, by a married couple who were swingers. I have a weird feeling that there's a lot of swingers in Steamboat Springs. I don't know why I get that feeling. It's just something I'm tapping into. Anyways, so it's kind of funny that we were getting seduced by the wife of the married couple. Like, hey, you know, how long are you guys here for? What are your plans later on this evening? Do you want to do some swinging? No, it wasn't that direct, but it was kind of funny. And then on my dream board at home in Denver, I have a picture. We have to stop and get some cash. I have a picture what's the word I'm looking for? Of this house that was for sale, that the house is right next to the hot springs. Dean's saying, "Who's driving? Looks dangerous if you are." You'd be surprised. I'm all over the road, even if I am driving. But no, I'm not driving. My boy Dominic's driving. It's 9:20 a.m. in Queensland, Australia, and warm. Really? Okay. That's pretty sweet. One day I'll make it out to Australia. I've always had this fantasy of going out to Australia. I remember when they had the Olympics in Sydney. Was it 2002 or something like that? I was like, oh, that would be a dream come true. And the willpower wasn't there. Didn't make it happen. But if it wasn't Sydney now, I can make it happen. Anyways, sounds like the movie Meet the Millers. Meet the Millers? There was a couple trying to seduce another couple. Sounds about right. So anyways, on my dream board at home, there's a double-sided picture. There's not like a real estate ad of a house that's right next to the hot springs, and it's like so beautiful. And they were selling it for, I think, I think it was $2.2 million or something like that. 2-car garage, 2 stories, a basement right on the edge of a cliff, surrounded by aspens, and then they have like this gigantic bathroom with a gigantic claw tub, which would make the most amazing salt baths ever. And then like everything is overlooking this vista of a mountain valley. It's like insane. It's so beautiful. And I didn't have a chance to go in to view the property. And then I think somebody bought it recently. I think like 2 or 3 months ago, a family bought it and moved into it. But that would be like a dream mountain home. You know how people talk about having a home that they normally live in and then having a beach home or a mountain home or a home in the desert or something like that? For me, a mountain home would be my home because I love the mountains. So it's like if I could be in the mountains all the time and being in that beautiful grounding energy and the beautiful solar energy and the beautiful like the air energy, air prana, it's like it wouldn't be my second home. It would be my main home, the one that I want to spend the most amount of time in. So, but I think they did sell it. It remains to be seen. But as you're driving to the Strawberry Hot Springs, you run into, I can't believe it's Friday. I keep thinking it's Saturday. You run into this house. It's like that house, 1 or 2 more houses, and then you're in the hot springs. So it's like in the middle of nowhere. Super beautiful. And then they have this little place that you can get massages. I take that back. I've seen the massage therapist there one time. But there's this little itty-bitty tiny massage hut that looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Like, it's magical. Like, you could use the actual word magical because it totally fits. Where this little hut, like where gnomes live or something, is right next to the stream or right next to the hot springs. Super beautiful. Linda is like, it's Saturday for us. Wait a minute, it's Saturday for you guys. So what's the time difference? Like 16 hours or something weird like that? You gave me the time. It's 9:20 a.m. So it's 9:20 a.m. in Queensland. So that means you guys are, so it's 5, so it's 4, so 16-hour difference. That's a 16-hour difference. That's pretty hardcore. What's the most you can get? Is it like 18 hours is the most different you can get? I'm not quite sure. But, so this would be the coldest time I've ever gone to the springs. As I mentioned, always go not during the winter time. So, we got our warm clothes on, and then we're going to change when we're there. The parking should be fine because we're going at a good time. We're not going on a holiday weekend or holiday season or holiday anything. So that should be fun. And really looking forward to it. And I don't know about you guys. I forget. There's actually a specific term for it. That you receive pleasure by giving pleasure to others or giving joy to others. So the fact that I'm able to share this with my boy, Dominic, who doesn't like to be filmed in any way, shape, or form, the fact that I'm able to share this with him on this mountain trip and share, something that's beautiful for me that I've shared with other friends in the past brings a lot of joy to me, brings a lot of happiness. So I'm honored in that. It's kind of like a present, right? You know, we talk about the whole giving and receiving, but there's this weird belief system in our culture, especially in the American culture, that it's better to give than it is to receive. It's better to give than it is to receive, which builds up a mindset within people about lack of receiving. Like, no. Like, whenever somebody wants to give somebody something, because of that belief and that conditioning, they're like, no, it's fine. No, I don't need it. It's fine. I think that was actually our road. Yeah. So I have to UE it. So, isn't it funny? It's Amethyst Drive. Amethyst, which is a healing crystal for psychological conditions. So, it's funny that we have that belief system in our culture that it's better to give than it is to receive. And it's not one or the other. It's both to the same degree. It's kind of like inhaling and exhaling. You can't inhale forever, and you can't exhale forever. You have to inhale for a period of time, then you have to exhale for a period of time. That's the system. That's how it works. That's the process. So it's like if you had a present to give somebody that you loved and that you cared about, or even a complete stranger, and you have that present and you're like, here's your present, here you go, and they're like, not interested, or no, please keep it, or give it to somebody else. How does that end up making you feel? Not so good. And guess what? The other person doesn't derive or receive the benefit of receiving. So it's super important. It's important to give, because if you don't give, you'll be forced to stop receiving to balance out the energies. And if you don't receive, you'll be forced to give, again, to balance out the energies. And we go into this in pretty great detail in 2 classes. Pranic Healing Level 1, where you learn how to pull in energy and you learn how to give out energy. You learn how to breathe properly during your healing practices. And then you also learn, I just had a weird chestnut. I still don't know how I feel about it. Not that I'm blaming anyone. And then Kriya Shakti, which is the class that Grandmaster Toho Koksui developed on materialization using energy. So give, not receive. So it's kind of like, if you guys aren't on this stream, we're giving, you're not receiving, so it's not as fun. Tabo, Atma Namaste. And if you guys run the stream, but nobody's giving, you're not receiving, it's not as fun. So it's this exchange of back and forth. So, wow, Stephen went to town with his message. So Stephen says, my mountain home forthcoming is in an amazing positive energy vortex by temples, natural features like Heart Rock and Hands of God nearby. I'm trying to accumulate more land than what I'm paying on. If I build right, my home will open just a bit east of north, and I'll be able to see the sunset over a lake, build energetic tree houses, caves based on energy for meditation, healing, and other. Funny that you brought up the subject. I'm still digging how Tony Robbins had over 10,000 people. 15,000 people at this event. When I went in '84, there were a few hundred for the firewalk and less than 30 for this Saturday and Sunday. Sounds like he has upgraded somewhat. Yeah, he's upgraded by becoming a greater soul and giving to more people, right? And as we give, we receive. And as we receive, we should give. I really like how you applied NLP to pranic healing, and I look forward to more of that from you. Okay. My pleasure. Namaste. So, check this out. Look at. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, let me. I don't know. Is this locked? Hold on, everybody. Yeah. Check this out. So this is on the way to Steamboat Springs. Now keep in mind, when I come here, it's all fat and lush and green, and there's hay things. Oh, I see what you're doing. How beautiful is that? And this is just 3 hours from Denver, Colorado. And see how the sky is all blue? It was cloudy all day today. Low network connection. Oh, yeah? I'll show you low network connection. And that's it, guys, because we're getting more in the boondocks, and we're going to lose signal very soon. So I love you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll touch base with you guys tomorrow. This is ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma Namaste. Bye-bye. Love you guys.